now you'll see what this passion made of me. No disrespect, respectfully, but the Maize madman's been set free.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We come to you at a very special time, 3:30 in the day to be exact, because we have a very, very special guest. And let me give this guy all the credit he deserves. This is a former Gatorade Player of the Year for the state of Ohio, a former Mr. Football for the state of Ohio, out of the great Archbishop Moeller High School in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio, none other than Michigan star running back, Mr. Jordan Marshall is here. Ladies and gentlemen, Jordan, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Excited to be on here with you and get to reach the fans and talk to them a little bit just about myself and let them know a little bit more than me than just football.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate that. This is gonna be fun, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get some fun stuff out the way, Jordan. This is one that I've had for you for a while. 1,900 plus yards as a junior, 33 touchdowns, I believe, total touchdowns. You become Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of Ohio. Take us back to that junior year. What was that like, bro?
Junior year was a really good time. Obviously wanted to win a state championship. Didn't get to accomplish that, but again, just having fun with my teammates was really big for me. And that year was a big year for me. I committed around that time to Michigan, so pretty much already knew where I was going. So to have that off my shoulder and just be able to play football and perform for my team, my fans, and just have fun. That's what it is. That's what high school is about, and we got to realize that as young athletes that there's all these pressures, but having fun is why you start playing the game.
Absolutely. And I know people in the chat are very excited. Get your questions ready. You're going to have an opportunity here in short time. The following year, you follow that up with a Mr. Football performance, 1,500 plus yards, 17 rushing touchdowns. This season, like you said, in the previous season, you've already committed to Michigan. You know where you're going pretty much. That doesn't stop other programs from reaching out, right? Trying to get you to come to their program, right?
Yeah, it didn't stop. We obviously, when I committed, we had Alabama, some of them guys reach out, but it's all about the values and the people that were there for you first. And Michigan recruited me when I was young. A lot of guys came out and saw me, from Clink, Coach Moore, Harbaugh, Mike Hart. It was a handful of guys that helped me get to Michigan, and so I wanted to be a Michigan man, and nothing was really going to change that.
That's what's up, man. We got one already from the chat. Shout out to my guy B Dub. He says, Jordan, can we get a go blue? Very excited for this season.
Go blue, you know it. This season's gonna be, it's a scary team we got now, so it's gonna be fun and it's gonna be eventful again. We got a lot of good players on both sides of the ball, and it's gonna be scary. That's all I gotta say. So
No
go blue.
doubt. No doubt, man. Shout out to B Dub too. Thank you for the 1999 super chat. Speaking of the team, I know last year you sat behind a couple guys, Donovan, Khalil. What was that like? You know, kind of soaking up what you could from those guys during the season. For most Michigan fans, was disappointing. I can only imagine as a player was a little disappointing, but obviously at the end of the season, you guys got it together, played really well.
Just being behind those guys and be able to learn from all their experiences is, it says enough right there. Dono has all these accolades and just is a good person. God is big in his life, and just learning about that from him and how he cherishes his things on and off the field, his daily work ethic, and same with Khalil. Somebody great man, great person, and I would say that's what you get out of it the most is the people and these connections that you'll have for lifetimes. And we we at Michigan we have really good players, but we have really good men too, and
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to surround myself around. And then their play styles totally different. So learning different things from Khalil and Dono to help me be the best I can be and the best running back to come through here.
And you're in a unique position now, still a young player yourself, but with guys behind you, right, to kind of do the same thing, show them the right way to go. Is that something that actively look to do, or is it just a natural thing?
I would say I was born that way. I was at a young age in high school. I got pulled up to play varsity, so it's always been that leader instinct to grab somebody and make them push you, or grab somebody and make them better than you. That's the goal. That's why you come to
Right.
Michigan. Um, so yeah, I want Jasper, Donovan, I want them to do the same thing. I want them to, when it's their time or their name gets called, to go in there and do what they have to do. And I know they will. We're gonna have one of the best running back rooms in the country, and that's because of the leadership we have in that room, and all of those dudes in that room are studs.
Absolutely. We've actually had the privilege of interviewing Jasper right here on the channel. I after he committed to Michigan, I believe. Great kid. Definitely got a bright future ahead of him too. You got a new running back mate in the running back room from a transfer from Alabama, Justice Haynes. What's you guys' relationship like, and what do you think he adds to the fold in terms of his play style?
Justice adds a lot. Really good player. He's a pro about his how he does his day to day life. Something that I look up to as he's only a junior. So looking up to him in that aspect of what do I want to be right now? What can I be doing better? Just a day to day life, and then we bounce off of each other, and it's gonna be special watching our bond in the weight room and meeting rooms get out to that field against a different team. um, and we just feed off of each other. The energy, we squat together, we go do events together outside of for the community, and that's where our bond is going to be better than everybody else's because we're doing things together. And again, I've already learned so much from him as a man on the field, how he reads things, how he watches film. I know he's learned stuff from me, so just to keep that going. And we have very high expectations of what me and him want to do this season and what we want our room to do this season. And again, to have him as somebody to push me and not get complacent is what I ask for every single day.
That's great, man. That's big. Another one of the things that was got Michigan fans excited, especially, was your performance during that ReliaQuest Bowl, coming home with the MVP. Which, by the way, I forgot to mention in the introduction of you. Got so many accolades already at this point, right? But how do you feel your performance in that bowl game showcased your skill set and what you can do?
Again, that was just a glimpse. Got to go out there and put on for the fans, my family, and for myself. It was a big confidence and ego and things like that to get me ready for this next step for this year. And to have that game in my bag and be like, yeah, I did my thing against Alabama, so I'm ready for anybody else. It's it helps me with my confidence. And again, I'm a leader of this team. Whether I'm a sophomore, I'm only a sophomore, and I have to lead this team. The running
Mhm.
back on the team is the leader. So from that point on, I knew my life or my position on this team changed, and I have to lead it for as an example, show the younger guys how to get around things, get on the seniors, whatever year you are, to make sure I'm on top of them about their stuff. And again, that's what I want. That's that's what I work for. I want to be a leader. I want to be somebody everybody looks up to. And again, getting to shine in that game and show people and fans what we have for next year is something that I'm very excited about. And again, I'm excited to do that every single week and come out with the dub and go undefeated. So
Absolutely, man. One of the guys in the chat brought this up. I guess after the ReliaQuest game, you told Bryce this won't happen again in terms of missing the playoffs. What gave you, like, that's extreme confidence, obviously, and not, and like you mentioned already, what's on the team right now. That kind of the talent that you guys have and what you're building. But did you think that was important to let the young incoming quarterback know that?
I mean, he already knows that. He's a competitor just like me. And if he didn't know that, then he probably shouldn't be at Michigan.
Right.
But me telling him that is a statement that we're gonna live by. That this isn't happening for the next couple years. We're we're after something greater than just one natty. We want to get two, three. We want to get these in bunches, and that's that's the ultimate goal is to get as many as you can and make this the best university of all time and be in an era where everybody's like, well, Michigan might have a few guys that left, but they still got some dudes. And
Right.
me saying that is again confidence, but I know what we have, and I know what everybody's bringing to this team, and the hunger we have in this locker room, and how we lift weights, how we walk around. It's something special, and everybody's taking it serious. And we don't want to go. We're not going 8-5 again. We're
Yeah,
not. It's not happening. And I think that's what sets you apart from everybody else. You have to set that standard of what happened in 2023, and you have to bring those guys that were on that roster to be like, well, we need things to change and make sure it looks like that. Again, I don't know what that looks like, but I feel like I know what we can do better, how we can be more detailed, more competitive, and again, it's a different level of competitiveness this season already.
for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button, share this with your friends and family on social media. Show Jordan Marshall some love. Be sure to follow his socials. They're scrolling across the bottom of the screen here. All right, Jordan. Take us inside the locker room, man. Who's the last person to speak to the team before taking the field? Who's that kind of vocal guy or get you guys ready to go?
There's a few. We got Brady, which is always just a fierce competitor, and he doesn't say much, but you can look him in the eyes and you know that that dude's ready to go. You got
Right.
Geo, somebody that I look up to. He's going to be a great player this year for us and a leader on our team. But Geo is somebody that gets the team rowdy and ready to go. And then Ernest. Ernest is a really good leader, does stuff outside of football that shows he's a really good leader. And again, those three guys, TJ Guy, I could name everybody on our team are really good leaders. And again, that's why you come to Michigan to enhance your leadership. You have to be around good leaders. Um, so just to be around those guys every single day and see the work they put in is makes me hungry. And again, Brady, Geo, Earn, TJ, those are guys that show it, but they also can talk that talk. So
Yeah. All right, you coming out to the game. By the way, this one's courtesy of my guy Dom, the Dom father. There's a question courtesy of him. He says he can imagine coming out of the tunnel, right, for a game. The adrenaline is to the max. What do you do to recalibrate and kind of refocus to get ready, for the actual game, and kind of live outside of, the hum of the crowd or whatever, right?
so for me, go through the tunnel, obviously, get chills, get excited, ready to play. But when I get back out there, go down to the goal line and humble myself and thank God for all the opportunities I have. I always do that. It gets me back to center, shows me that there's somebody bigger than just myself. Um, and what's important. He put me on this earth to do something bigger than football. Um, but to be able to step out there and re-humble myself, and go play the game I love is something that I'll always be grateful for. And then during the game, it's weird. It's kind of people are like, "Isn't it loud?" Like we think it's loud, and I was like, "You really can't hear anybody." I hear the head coach, Coach Alford, and then I hear the quarterback, and that's really it.
Right.
I'm so locked in. It's hard to hear the outside noise.
Yeah, man. I can imagine, especially in a place like the big house where you play your home games. If you were letting the crowd noise, affect you, then obviously that wouldn't be a great thing.
Yeah.
Um, that said, let's get into a little bit of this, man. You are from Cincinnati, Ohio, right? That is a not too far drive, maybe 2 hours, hour 45 minute away from that vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus that we like to call the other state here on this channel. I'm sure that they recruited you. I know they did. Um, did you grow up a fan of Ohio State? Let us know what was that like?
So I did not grow up a fan of Ohio State. I grew up a fan of Georgia.
Okay.
My dad's from Georgia. Grew up a fan. Would watch them all the time with my dad. My dad's stepdad was big Ohio State, but never really. Dream school was Notre Dame, so I was kind of all over the place. But I just didn't. When I got the offer, it was kind of like, oh, it's Ohio State. Like, it's cool. I got my home state, but I've never been like obsessed or like this is where I want to go play.
Yeah,
It's always just kind of been bled to me. And I was like, but I'm gonna give them a fair chance. It's a really good program, really good school. Obviously, being from Ohio, you hear all this stuff. All your friends are, but sometimes you just got to do what's best for you, and that's what my mom stressed and my family stressed on me. My dad, all stressed that I just hone into what I want and look for what I want in the school.
that's great, man. I'll take this question from Junior. He says, what was your welcome to college moment?
Um, it was probably in practice.
All right.
Everybody.
All right. We've lost Jordan for the moment. Keep calm, ladies and gentlemen. Keep calm. Anyway, you guys are great in the chat. I see everybody. I want to shout you out. I guess we can do that now while we get this technical difficulty fixed. My guy Dom, of course, got to give you the biggest shout out. Appreciate you, sir. Marmar is here. Moose is here. My guy, the Maniac. The Maniac, he's here. Kinetic is here. John Diadamo. Toast is here, ladies and gentlemen. And Jordan Marshall is back with us. So we'll continue this on a later time. All right, Jordan, go ahead.
Where were we at?
About the
Oh,
recruitment of the other state.
and then welcome to football.
Welcome to the football moment. Welcome to
So
college moment. Yeah.
again, we go against the best defense, I say, every single week. The number one defense in the country. So there's really two moments. One day, have a fake handoff. I'm in with the ones. Fake handoff. Don't get the ball. Standing up straight. Jay Sean lights me up. I like do a spin and laying on the ground. And I look up to Coach Alford, and he's just laughing at me. And I was like, well, here we go. So that was probably one. And then my first practice in the big house, I get thrown in with the ones backed up. We're on the 1 yard line. This is a good moment, but I get stopped the first run. So it's second down. And I was like, all right, it's time to go. Like, you want to play? You want to do this? Get another run up the middle. KG jumps on my back, and I carry him for probably like 3 yards, and we're laughing after, and he's like, Damn, you're strong.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that's a big
That's a
boy.
lot of boy.
Um,
It's a lot of
and,
men.
and then the third one, I bounce out, get a decent, probably like a 20-yard run, and B Hill dives right at my knees, and I was like, damn. Um, so again, it's challenge. It's really good that we go against the best defense
Yeah.
every single week. That's why when we play Ohio State, when we play OU, when we play these teams, we're like, this isn't nothing. We're playing some killers, some goons on the other team, or
Yeah.
on our defense. So
Right.
yeah.
No doubt. All right. Your initial recruitment, I believe Jim Harbaugh was still the head coach, right? He leaves. Was there any, all right, explain that to people who don't know, right? Like, obviously when your head coach leaves, I believe you get an opportunity. It's like a free opportunity to get in the portal. But what was your thought process when Jim, decided to take the head coaching job for the Chargers, and you knew that Sherrone Moore would be the next guy?
Well, I knew pretty much coming into Michigan and committing that Harbaugh was going to leave at some point in my career here.
Okay.
Some point, I mean, he didn't say that, but he was already entertaining NFL, wanted to be back in the NFL. So I kind of knew he was going to go back, but we always say it's the people, it's the culture, it's the kids that are there.
Right.
So I committed for that reason. Just like you said, I had 30 days after. Um, 30 days after Coach Moore, you get the new hire.
Okay.
So Coach Moore gets hired. I haven't really talked to Coach Hart. He decides to leave.
Right.
So the people, Clink decides to go to LA. So pretty much the people that recruited me are gone. Herb's gone.
Right.
And I didn't talk to Coach Moore probably until halfway through those 30 days. And I called him and I was just like, "Hey, Coach Moore, like I know you're busy." And he's like, "Nah, don't say that. Like I got time for you." We talked. I was like, "Hey, like what's going on? Like I just haven't been in the loop. I need to make decisions for myself and do what's best for me at this point."
Mhm.
And he sat on the phone and he said, "We're gonna find the best coach for you. We're gonna find the best guy." Um, and I was like, "All right, like I'm gonna trust you. Just let me know when you find out or have any or you know anything about it. I just want to be in the loop. Like I want to keep this class together. I feel like I'm holding our class together right now, and if I do something, then
Right.
a lot of guys it'll be a chain effect." So I ended up, yeah, it was a hard process, like just kind of sitting in the dark, not knowing a lot for a long time. Talked to Coach Moore, and he's like, "I'm gonna get the best person." A week later, he calls me. I was by myself. I was like, "Hey, do you have any like update?" And he was like, "Yeah, we got somebody. Who are you with?" I was like, "Nobody." Told me it was Coach Alford from Ohio State, and again, he was up there just with Mike Hart.
Right. Right.
So to be able to trust in him that he'd go get the best guy for me is something that will like always stay close to my heart. And again, that's why I think our bond is so close, because the guy who he is, and he did what he said he was going to do.
First of all, that's amazing insight and intel, bro. I feel like Anderson Cooper right now. We just got an exclusive inside for people who want to know what that transfer process is like and what kids are thinking, because I think a lot of people get the misconception that it's just about money or it's just about NIL and things like that. And don't get me wrong, like I am one that is an advocate for it. I believe that you guys should be getting paid and should be getting as much as you can possibly get, by the way. But there's also what you're talking about, right? There's also that human factor of all the guys that recruited you have now moved on, whether it's to join Coach Harbaugh or in the case of Mike Hart, just left the program. and you had to, really do some inventory of yourself and with the coaches to be like, hey, is this the place I want to be? Is it the same place really? And Coach Moore, that's impressive by him too, man. So that's great to hear. I've been impressed with them from afar, but getting that bit of information right there is even more impressive. So salute to that. I'll
It's
take it.
a. I
Oh,
think
go ahead.
that's. I think just that's who he is in general, and that's why we're hot on the recruiting trail right now. Is because he's a man of what he says he's going to do, a man of
Right.
high character. We have a lot of coaches other than just our head coach that are also men of high character. So when you put yourself around those guys and you're around them for a day or a weekend for these recruits, you're like, this is something special.
Yeah,
Um, and again, you don't get that everywhere. I guarantee there's a few places that are like that, but Michigan's pretty unique when it comes to that.
absolutely. Uh, one question I have is, you're known kind of for your tough, like one cut running style. Can you elaborate a little bit on what it means to you and how you utilize, that one cut style kind of downhill effectively on the field in your game?
I would just say for the most part, that's just how I've been taught, how I like to run. I like to hit people. I don't like to go around.
Right,
I wanna make people feel me, and then once it hits to third and fourth quarter, then we start pulling out some of the stuff because they don't want to tackle when it gets to after you keep hitting them over and over. And
right,
we want to be the most rugged room in the country, which is we want to make people miss. We want to hit people. We want to blow people away with our speed. We want to do all these things. Um, but I truly think for me, you make people pay hitting them and after play, and then you get the big ones. And again, that's just how I've always ran. You can look at my high school tape. You can look at that game.
right.
That's just how I run. And again, I'm excited to see what I can do with that. To see the new things that I've picked up, the new things that I've been working on, and I'm just excited to show you guys that there's more than to come than just what you guys have seen.
Absolutely. One of the things that I want to talk or ask you is, as a running back, right? You're having to, process a lot when you get the ball, right? The play is designed to go away, but sometimes it doesn't go that way. Um, Tell us about what you're seeing, the patience that is needed by you, even to set up blocks or whatever, right?
So we start mostly with the tempo of certain plays. So you have certain tempos you're going faster, some you're going slower, and again, our freshmen are struggling with figuring out those tempos because in high school you can just kind of they can all be the same tempo.
Mhm.
In college, you have to be a little different tempos for different plays. Um, so for me, it's a whole bunch of studying of defenses and players. First steps, where's their hands, where's their eyes. We call it stealing in our room, but you find the front, you see where the linebackers are, and you can say, okay, they're in this gap, this gap, this gap. Most likely, I'm going to hit the ball in this gap.
Mhm.
That's your pre-snap, and then once the ball snapped, things change, and it's really just off of feel. The more you keep doing it, the more you keep running it, you just feel it. Like sometimes Justice is making a cut, and I'm like, wow, like he's not even looking at that. He just knows it's there because he studies the game of football. And
Right,
I do the same thing, but it's hard to tell because you're not looking at it. So when you
right,
have a player just as good as you or better, you're looking at it and you're like that dude's got it. Like he's not even looking back at that hole and he's hitting it like that.
yeah,
And again, he says the same thing. So to have somebody you can be like, whoa, like this is gonna be scary, like, and you see the plays and you watch film and you watch film and you watch the defense and you're looking at this, you're like, you're basically 5 yards down the field before you're really even thinking about what's happening.
Right.
So that's
pretty
it's
amazing.
crazy. Yeah, it's a lot of studying, a lot of film, a lot of talking it out, listening to other guys in the room how they process things.
Yeah. I gotta ask this question. This guy asked this question in the comments, and he'd be upset if I didn't. What's the biggest misconception about Michigan's offense from your perspective? Shout out to Steve.
I would say just be ready for everybody to be used. We got some sauce this year, and again, we pride ourselves with running the football, but we're gonna sling that thing around now, and we got some receivers that are gonna go. A lot of them are gonna go make some plays. Go up and get a ball, make somebody miss. We got young talent, we got old talent, we got everything in between. The tight end room, again, just like I said, we pride ourselves with running the ball, but we're gonna go get after some people in this pass game, and that's something that I'm excited for everybody to see, that we're not just one dimensional, and we're gonna tear people up in the air, everything, every single way we can. We're gonna go do that.
Absolutely. This one is from my guy Marmar, big fan of Michigan football. He recently lost his son. I think you were able to speak with him briefly. He wants to say thank you, and he appreciates what you did for him. So shout out to Marmar. That's big.
Yeah, always, Marmar. Good to talk to you. Obviously, love to reach out and talk to you guys. That's what we're here for. We're all, again, at the end of the day, just like I said, it's bigger than me just playing football. It's the platform that I have to reach out to people, talk to people, and make sure, again, my mission and why I play football is for mental health. That's something that I strive in and want people to be happy.
Absolutely. Couple more questions. I'm gonna get you out of here, man. Let the people know, Michigan fans, a bunch of Michigan fans here right now. Like the live if you haven't, by the way. Give us a name on offense and defense, somebody to look out for if you're a Michigan fan this upcoming season. Obviously, sans yourself.
For offense, I would say you guys need to look out for Donovan McCauley.
All right.
Defensive wise, I'm gonna say two people.
All right.
You guys already know about B Hill, so I'm not gonna say him, but I'm gonna say Dom Nichols, and I'm gonna say Shamari Earls.
Shamari Earls, freshman corner, right? Out of
Yes,
Virginia,
sir.
right here in the great state of Virginia. Shout out to Shamari. All right. I'm gonna this is the first time we're doing this. We're gonna take the first 5 of you. You get one question to ask Jordan Marshall. Make it good. Don't waste your question. Here we go. It's against my better judgment, but I like you guys. I rock with you all. The link is there. Use it. Come on up, ask your question. If you don't use it, here we go. We've got somebody. It's my guy Steve. Steve, how you feeling, sir?
Man, this is a surprise. I thought the interview was tomorrow. So, I mean, calling me shocked. I'm like, man, George Marshall on already? That's what's
Yes,
up.
sir. Yes, sir.
What's going on, JM? I let you know I live in born and raised in Alabama. I know how you did the Tide. I don't care. I'm a Michigan fan through and through, so I appreciate that. Has Maize asked my question? Have you asked a question before I asked the Maize?
I did ask that one, so you got a fresh question.
Okay. So Jordan, with Justice Haynes coming in, and competition being the cornerstone for sports, like do you feel that took your level of play up a notch, having Justice in the backfield with you? Or is it more like, okay, well, you saw what I did in ReliaQuest Bowl, let me do my thing, and or does it even matter? Are y'all more like a thunder and lightning type of situation?
I would say it's a mixture of all three.
No.
When you have somebody competing with you, it makes you a million times better. In regular life scenarios and in school and walking the fastest, we like to compete. That's what we like to do.
Mm-hmm.
For me, the ReliaQuest Bowl, obviously I had a great game, but that's one game. How do we sustain that to make sure that I'm doing that every single game and we're winning? That's at the end of the day, that's all I want to do. I want to win. If that's me having 3 carries and me blocking the rest of the game and Justice has a big game or the other way around, I want to win at the end of the day. That's all I'm about.
Mm-hmm.
Um and then for me, just I wanted Justice to come. People get complacent with where they are, what they've done, and they're like, "Well, since I did this, I should." It's all about me. I'm the starter. I'm this and this. But this world that we live in, I feel like kids and people they get so complacent and their egos are so high, and they don't want to compete. They just want things to be handed to them. So for me, I wasn't raised like that, so I want to work for everything that I have. And again, that's what we need more people like that in this world, and they would need to go work and go get what they want. So Justice coming in for me, that's God's message of saying, Jordan, it's time to buckle down. Jordan is trying to work harder. Jordan, it's time to do this. It's go time. And again, we're gonna be that thunder and lightning, that law and order, which some people are calling us, but
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna show a lot of these teams why we think we're the best running back room in the country. Not just me and him. We're gonna be really good, but there's other guys in our room that are pretty special.
Okay.
Absolutely. Steve, I'm gonna drop you. Get to the next one. I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Steve.
you letting me up.
Lich Max, this is actually our Stat Boy 2.0. Lich Max, what's your question for Jordan?
My question for Jordan is, and I'm not sure if you've asked this already. Stop me if you have. So after our success last season against Ohio State, coming into this season with a new offensive coach and new kind of system being put in, what do you think of our chances coming into the game for this season?
Um, I want them to put us as the underdog. I like when they do that. I feel like you know where I stand and how I feel about that state. So for me, we're coming with something different. We beat them by what, 3 last year?
Yeah.
I think we want a little bit more than that. We wanna punish them. They won a natty. We like to say because of us. Um, so there's something else that we're playing for. We're playing to not only beat them by 3, but to whoop them, and then also to take that next step and do both. Because
Absolutely.
I haven't seen have they did both in the I haven't seen them do both in a while. So
I've only seen him do one or the other.
yep.
Right.
So I'm excited, just like I said, and that's the goal, is to do both. That's our first goal. Beat all our rivals. Second goal, win Big Ten, and then obviously the Natty. That's what we want.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, Lich. And it looks like this is our final caller, my guy Dom, the Dom father. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, Jordan. Thank you so much for making time to come on the show today, and thanking the
Sir.
guys in the chat for behaving themselves for a change. Say, I'm old school. I just love the running game, and I was really thrilled to see Harbaugh bring that back and Moore continue at this year. And kind of going back and forth here on the channel. What's Chip Lindsey's offense going to be like? I mean, we're thinking RPO, but I really want to see Michigan keep the running game being a focus, because my concern is keeping Bryce healthy, not putting him in dangerous situations, keeping control of the game, and that's what the running game will do for you. So I just hope it's a continued focus this year.
I would say what we talk about in general as our building is we pride ourselves on the O-line and D-line, and that's what it'll always be. When we have meetings, they sit in the middle, they sit right in front, and those are the guys that everybody surrounds themselves well. If those two units play well every single game, we win a lot of ball games. And we've laughed and joked. We threw the ball a decent amount in the spring. But crunch time, Coach Moore knows what he's doing. And Coach Moore said, we always talk about this. If he has to run the ball 32 times again, he'll do it. He's not opposed to not throwing a pass. And that's what's so special is he don't care. If he wants to run the ball, he's gonna run the ball. If he wants to throw it, he'll throw it. But we're not going away from our staple and what Michigan football has been about, and cherishing the O-line, the D-line, O-line, D-line, running backs. We're gonna be a little more flashy. I think all the fans would like to see some more explosives and things like that, and we're gonna do that. But we're not getting away from who we are and what our identity is.
Thank you again for the time and showing up to the channel. And it's been since 1993, I believe, was the last shutout against Ohio State, 28-0. So something to strive for. Thank you again, guys.
Thanks, Dom.
No doubt, man, Dom. All right. In that time, we did get a couple more. I'm going to let them get their questions, then we're going to leave. Juju, you're up next. What's good?
What's good, Jordan?
Good.
One question, just a quick one. It's really a two-part. What is the biggest strength that you feel that you have as a player in an area where you feel you still need to grow?
A strength that I have is I'm very good, I would say mentally, is getting to the next play. No matter what happens on the play, I'm always you have to stack plays in. When you have a bad one, throw that one away. There's around 60 plays in a game, so to just move on and do whatever I can. And then something that I think I can improve on is I want to be just as good with the ball as I am without. And I think that will take my game to the next level. And again, when I'm looking to get scouted, is I want them to see my energy when I'm running, when I'm blocking, when I'm doing everything. And I think that will put me in a really good position in the future.
No doubt.
For sure. I really appreciate it. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of your run style as well. And nothing but great things, and stay healthy.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right. Toast.
Dog, I'm back. What's up, man? Hey, no, appreciate you though, man. Appreciate you. It's like a two-part, but damn, man, from Michigan, man, we just seen, in my eyes, the best running back in school history in Blake Corum. And it's like, we on a real high right now. Can you follow that up? I'm not trying to say you going to be in his footsteps, but I mean, I want you to make your own lane. And can I book my tickets to Miami?
So for me, I'm not only looking at Blake because I got to personally know him, and again, I was around for my junior and senior year and got to see Blake go through. So for me, it's living up to Blake, but also surpassing him.
I hear that.
And that's what the goal is. And if it's not, you shouldn't be in our room.
My
You
dog.
should always strive to be, and we've had more than one great than just Blake. There's so many good running back. The history of running backs through Michigan is something that makes you want to play for those guys, play harder, and be the best. Like that's why I came here. I was like, I want to be better than every single dude that's came through here. That's why. So again, that's the goal, is to surpass him, is to do things better than he did, to leave this community, not only just football, but leave this community and just help build up this community and the Michigan community better than it was. And then we were actually talking about Miami the other day. So
Okay, shit. That's what I'm in my bad. Talk heavy. I need this. But
that's
later on,
something
because they be
that
dogging
that
me because I say
that
15-0 and they be messing with me. So
that's something that the guys know, that it's in Miami and that it'd be a great time only if we win. So we know that taking care of business, game 1, game 2, but I think Miami's not a shot in the dark. It's right at the end of the tunnel, and we're gonna get there.
my dog. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Mark. Have a
Always.
good season, man.
All right. My co-host, Kinetic, is here. Ask Jordan your question. We do got to get him out of here. Keep that in mind. You're muted, by the way.
Yeah, no problem, man. Sorry about that. Jordan, shout out to you, man. I'm a big fan of you. Me and Maize and a couple of the other guys that do these shows were able to make it down for the spring game, and it was amazing seeing you guys in action. Got us really hyped for the season. And I just wanted to ask, man, it seems like, I mean, every time we talk to people, it's like our running back room is so stacked with talent. It's so exciting for us as fans. I'm curious what you're seeing as far as like how that room is taking shape, the talents that we have in the room, and how you see sort of you guys fitting together as a unit, and how like your skills and how you fit into that puzzle.
I would say again, we've always had a good running back room, but what we're striving to do is make an impact every single where, even if it's me and Justice playing and one other person. All those running backs are going to be making plays on special teams, returning, and that's when you know you have a good room. You can't just have two guys. You have to have, if Justice gets hurt and I get hurt, we have Kuz, we have Micah Capana, we have Jasper, we have all these guys that can go in there. And by the time the season starts, I think right now some of them could go in there and play, and there's not a drop off. And that's when you know something special is. The standard is the standard. No matter if you're the starter, you're the 5th, 4th, 3rd. When your number is called, you go out there and execute, and you go win a ball game. That's what Michigan's running back has to do. No matter what their last name is, no matter who they are. If you're in there, what was it, Gash, who played a few years ago? He went in there and he did his thing. He helped win us a game. That's the mentality you have to have, and I think we have that through every single room. But our goal this year, we know we have the talent, we know we have the athletes in the running back room, we know we can be the best room in the country. Like, we can be the best to go through Michigan. So that's something that we're playing, like, that's the standard that we have, and we're reaching for that every single day. When it's sloppy, we're like, regroup, come back together. This is what we're practicing for every single day.
No doubt.
Awesome. Appreciate that, and for you taking the time to come on here, man. Huge fans. Can't wait to see you guys ball out this year, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Last one, Jordan. It's my guy, everybody's guy, Johnny Olden Jr. Go ahead, Johnny.
Jordan, big fan. I was actually at the ReliaQuest Bowl, since I live in Tampa, in that monsoon, and watching you stiff arm dudes into the ground and just hard nosed, tough running. That's Michigan. That's a Michigan back. And I don't really got a question, because everything you said is what I want to hear, with leadership, talking about the team goals that we all know. I like to say them: beating the states, beating Ohio State, and winning the Big Ten, making the playoff championship. All I want to say is we believe in y'all, especially you, because you a dog. We believe in you, and we believe in y'all to, if it doesn't happen this year, next year, by the time you leave Michigan, to get that ring and bring it back home again. Because we hurting a little bit from y'all. Got the job done with Ohio State, but they got the ring. So we hurting a little bit, but we believe in y'all to get the job done and put us back on top. because I hear the leadership. I love it. Just get it done. Stay focused on the goals and get it done, bro. We believe in you.
You know what? That's what we're here for. And again, just to be able to come on here and talk to fans that's what it's all about. It's just like I keep saying, it's bigger than myself, and it'll always be bigger than myself. It's the purpose that we leave here, the leadership, and the movement that we start. So that's what it's about.
All right, man.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Real
Thank
quick,
you.
real quick, and I'm done, man. Yes,
Go
sir. The brotherhood, your teammates, the guys that come in with y'all, that brotherhood is gonna stick, and y'all stick together. Ain't nothing y'all can't accomplish. But keep y'all mind on that big time goal, what you want to accomplish, and it'll fall into place.
You know it. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We believe in you, bro.
Johnny Odin Jr., ladies and gentlemen, check his channel out. By the way, follow him, Johnny Odin Jr. Jordan, this was a pleasure, man. You really knocked this one out the park. I know I kept you longer than you wanted to be here. That's my fault.
You're good.
But I appreciate everything you did here. One last time, tell people the best YouTube channel on the planet is right here.
Bluetooth.
Yes, sir.
You know
Jordan Marshall, ladies and gentlemen. That was massive, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you who participated in the chat. By the way, Blue Wolverine, if you were talking about your super chat, we asked that well, he did the Go Blue immediately after, maybe 3 minutes after you put that in there, if that was what you were talking about. And I appreciate you, by the way. Thank you for the 1999 super chat. Thank you, Marmar, for the words as well. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, you know the slogan. I'm upset.